break down the data into multiple packets, and you send the packets into the internet, and the packets go through different paths depending on which path is available, which route is available, and they arrive to the destination, and at the destination they are put together. That's it. It is a great advantage in many ways. One way is efficiency, the other way is fault tolerance. So if you lose part of the internet, part of the network, you can still send packets. The packets will still go there, and it still works. You are not going to lose connection. You use another part of the network to reach there. However, in circuit switching, if you lose your connection, that's it. You are disconnected. Yeah. So packet switching has a huge advantage over circuit switching, and it is actually a big advantage of internet. So essentially what happens is that TCP breaks down the data into packets. The packets are sent through the IP protocol, through IP in the internet, and at the destination the packets are put together using the same protocol, TCP. All right? And there are alternatives to TCP. TCP is very rigorous. It makes sure that the data is absolutely intact and there is no defect. So what it does is that it for each packet it finds the hash of the packet, puts the hash of the packet maybe 1 byte, 2 bytes at the end of the file, and sends the packet with its hash in the network. So if anything happens to the file, if any bit changes in the file, what happens to the hash of the file?
Changes.
The hash of the file changes. We learned about that in blockchain. The blocks, the hash of the block. So if the hash of the file changes and it doesn't match, that means what? That means the data was compromised, or the data is defect, and it asks for resending the data. It sends a request to resend the data. And that's how TCP works. It ensures accuracy and correctness of the data. But sometimes we don't need absolute accuracy. We can tolerate some errors, but we need higher speed. Like when we watch video or voice call. So we don't need absolute accuracy, but we need speed, and we want to avoid delays. And that's where we come with UDP and UIP. So UDP and UIP are the other alternative protocols that are not perfect, are not perfectionist like TCP, but are faster as a result. So they can tolerate some errors. And so after TCP, we go to IP, and the next level is the physical layer. In the physical layer, there are a few possible mediums for transporting information. One is electricity, yeah, through wires. The other is electromagnetic waves, the satellite, the wireless technology. And the third one is fiber optics, through light, using light. So these three are essentially the three main mediums to transport information. And it is interesting that at this point, ISPs come to play, the backbone of internet. So the ISPs communicate with each other peer-to-peer. So it is peer-to-peer communication. There is no central authority that controls internet. However, some ISPs may collaborate and come to one point, one physical point actually, it is a location, and communicate at that point. We call that point IXP. So IXP is a point that they use to communicate faster, just interchange data. exchange data. And that's about this. Now, let's talk about this figure. I need you to learn this figure. There will be questions in the exam about this figure. So, this summarizes the protocols that we discussed in the class. The first protocol is the application. The first set of protocols is the application. When you are sending a message to your friend, so it starts here. At first, the application protocol understands the message and transforms the message into a kind of data that is coded according to the application protocol. The application protocol, for example, can be SMTP if you are using Outlook to send a message. If you are using browser, what would be the application protocol? What would be the application protocol if I use browser? If you are using internet browser?